Hey everybody, I'm Binkle Monkey, and I bet you're wondering where the Sonic 1 video is. Well, I've been without internet for almost 3 weeks, and that set some things back. So, no Sonic video today, but I thought the amount of pain, misery, and confusion that has brought us to this point deserved a video. People love seeing others in pain, otherwise y'all wouldn't be watching Hot Ones now, would ya? So without further ado, I present to you why there isn't a Sonic the Hedgehog video this month, or a digital flight of fancy. So my partner, for this video I'm going to call her by her gamertag, Geesneeze, and I decided it was time to move out of our apartment due to our extremely loud upstairs neighbors. We were lucky enough to find someone renting out a top floor condo in our neighborhood. We were even able to get into the new place before we had to get out of the old apartment, which gave us some time to deep clean it before we had to move all of our stuff in. Everything was looking up, until we tried to move our internet. We scheduled our internet provider to shut off our internet on a Saturday, and then later that afternoon a tech would come over to the new place and set us up there. The movers were coming in a few days, but we were just going to put out an air mattress and stay at the new place, 'cause why would you want to go without the internet, right? So that morning, Geesneeze and I are enjoying ourselves, drinking our coffee, watching Zootopia because that's what you do on your friend's Disney Plus account, and just as we're about to find out who Mr. Biggs is, the internet dropped out. It seemed like everything was going according to plan. The tech arrived at the new apartment a few hours later and started getting us set up. So where we live, there are two major internet providers, the evil data capping mega corporation, and the plucky littler company that has faster internet for cheaper. We're big fans of Team Plucky, but the apartment is currently set up for the evil data cappers. After an hour of looking around the apartment, the tech can't figure out why he can't get his company's internet into the apartment. He checked his company's cable box, which was located in the basement of the building, but couldn't get any signal up to us. The only place left to look was outside, at the evil data capper's cable box. The cable box is about 15 feet in the air above some dumpsters. Cable companies do this, I assume, to keep us regular folks from messing with their stuff. This cable box, however, had been left open for who knows how long, which, on a surface level, seems like a good thing, because the tech could very easily get into the other company's cable box, figure out what's wrong, and get us some of that sweet, sweet interwebs. So the tech hopped up a ladder, and this is where our story really starts to take flight. The box was filled with a bird's nest, complete with a bunch of baby burbs. He came down and told us that we'll have to reschedule our appointment for when the birds are gone. He suggested getting a hold of animal control, apologized, and peaced out. If I were in his shoes, I wouldn't have wanted to run the risk of Mama Bird clawing my eyes out for moving her babies either. So we chalked this up to an unfortunate circumstance, and I called animal control. But they tell me that that's the evil data capper's problem, and they won't touch it. This is incredibly frustrating to me, because I'm not doing any business with that company. I can't exactly call them up and be like, "Hello there, old chum. I was just wondering if you would be so kind as to remove the birds that are habitating your fine cable box so that another company may unplug something and hook us up to their system instead of yours. And if you could do it for free, that would be great. Also, hurry the hell up." So I called my landlord. She owns this single condo in this building full of them, and we're renting directly from her. She reaches out to the condo association and the property management company, the other entities that have any power over the building. It creates kind of a weird Venn diagram of who handles what for our unique renting situation. Unfortunately, no one really knows where bird removal goes. Also, it's the weekend, so we know we won't hear back right away. So we decided to just stay in the fully furnished, but internetless old apartment and watch DVDs for entertainment. Roughing it, like it's 2002, just without Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Kinects to keep us company. Geesneeze's parents, who were coming to help us with the move, arrived. While we were moving things with their truck and up the 3 flights of stairs, she and her dad met the head of the condo association, who said they were working on the case of the bird box, just with a lot less Sandra Bullock, and the memes are nowhere near as funny. It sounds like there's some hope for a speedy fix. It's finally Monday! People are actually in the office and they're gonna know what to do and solve this bird problem once and for all. Nah, they're going to email my landlord confused how birds got into the plucky little company's cable box in the basement. My landlord gives me the property manager's number, so I leave them a message saying it's the evil data capper's cable box outside and that the plucky little company need to get into it. No response back. Property management informed us they are working on seeing if a pest control vendor can take care of this issue. So they're not working with a pest control vendor yet, and they're not seeing a pest control vendor yet. They are working on seeing if they can get a pest control vendor. This does not instill confidence. They also asked for a picture of the nest, like they don't believe it could exist. Well, trust me, it is real. It's the day the movers come, so none of us really have the headspace to deal with property management or the birds today. Our awesome landlord, though, comes out blasting with an email saying, "My tenants work from home and they need this fixed in a timely manner." And then she texts me saying she didn't know if that was actually true, but she hoped it would speed things up. I really like my landlord. The property management company informs us that this is in fact not a pest control situation, and instead an evil data capping megacorporation situation, which I was told 5 days ago. Thanks for keeping up, property management. Meanwhile, the birds mock us by just living their lives, I guess. Officially a week without internet, which means no way to get on my Adobe accounts to edit anything. The rest of the team kept working really diligently, though. I really appreciate everyone picking up my slack and uploading videos we already had made in my absence. Y'all are the best. All we heard today was that property management reached out to the evil data cappers and expected to hear from them by the end of the day. It was Friday, though, so we already knew that wasn't happening. And it didn't. But oh my god, that evening we saw a guy out back with a ladder. We are so full of hope and dreams of not burning through all of our phone data. But sadly, we went back down later to see ladder guy gone and the birds still chirping away in their 15 feet in the air throne. The plucky little internet company reached out to us, not the other way around. They apologized again for the delay in getting us the internet service by offering us a discount and a free month. They even turned the internet back on at the old place for us, which is huge because Geesney's works from home and that was starting to look a little dire. Fortunately, she had taken the whole week of the move off, making this one of the least fun ways to spend vacation hours. The representative for the internet company even gave me the number for her direct line, so when our birdie overlords have been vanquished, I can talk to someone who for sure knows the situation and can make sure we're getting what we need. They're pretty friggin' great, I have to say. Faith in humanity restored by at least 3 points that day. Still nothing. At this point, I'm wondering if the evil data cappers purposely put birds in boxes to prevent people from switching over. Like, the path of least resistance would be to take their internet and just be done with it. But I refuse on the principle of the thing. I will not let a couple of bad eggs get the best of me, be they feathered or some widely despised internet service provider. It's Monday again, so I check in with the management company. To no response. Our landlord reached out to see how it's going, and I told her that apparently the property management company will only respond to her. So she reached out for an update, and they almost responded immediately. They said they haven't heard back from the evil data capping megacorporation, but they're still confused why they need to get into the box, despite me leaving 2 voicemails explaining why, and the email I sent explaining why. My faith in humanity lost those 3 points again. I get a call from the condo association guy, and he says he saw the birds leave the nest, babies and all. They flew the coop. They're gone. It's over. We won the war of attrition. The birdpocalypse is over, and I can finally get back to work. I tried to work off a laptop at the old apartment during this time, but I don't have a desk there, so doing anything mildly technical was a real struggle for me. And I can't record anything here because it's a giant echo chamber. I am so pumped to be getting back to making videos, but the phone call came after work hours were over, and since I want to reach out to our new friend's direct line, I know I have to wait until tomorrow morning. But victory is so close I can taste it. I call our internet service provider, and they say the earliest they can get a technician to us is a week from today. What did I do to deserve this? Did bird kind take offense to me making fun of the creepy bird heads in Mario 2? Or is this the beginning of a larger revenge plot over how unkind evolution has been to birds? I even started to question geese knees. Sure, her knees are quite human, But there's something about the rest of her that makes me think she could be in cahoots with these avian assholes. The days begin to blur into one another. It's like a post-apocalyptic timeline, where you have a comfy couch to talk about the before times on. Will we ever find out who Mr. Biggs is in Zootopia? It's becoming questionable if we'll survive long enough for that. We find some solace in going to the old empty apartment with internet, but the upstairs neighbors are still so freaking loud. And I start to wonder if they too are actually birds, and this is all just one big conspiracy to stop the channel from getting made. It's probably this bird upstairs convincing us to move out of the old apartment. And these birds in the box to keep us from having internet. Also, we only have a week left before we have to return the keys to the old place, so if we don't get that figured out soon, Geese Sneeze won't even be able to work from home. Or maybe she was just communicating with her cuckoo comrades this whole time. So we just waited until... As we had done almost every day since moving in, we looked at the cable box and either cursed the birds for being in the box or cheered that the birds were not in the box. But this day, after days of rejoicing that the fine feathered fucks were gone, they returned. They were gleefully grasping on the coax cable like a scary looking spaghetti, their nest a horrifying Parmesan topping. With 2 days to go before the technician was supposed to hook us up, they show up again to drop the proverbial white goopy shit on the windshield of our hopes and dreams. We weren't sure if we should cancel the appointment, scream at the property management company, or just cry. We settled on cry. Or at least I did. We have no idea how today is gonna go. Geese Knees finished work, and we schlepped our router and modem back into the new apartment and awaited our fate. The technician arrives. On his way up the 3 flights of stairs, he says the magic words, "You're lucky you have me. No one knows this building better than me." Guess we'll see about that. Well, he was right. Here's actual footage of the basement area and the route to his company's cable box. I lead him downstairs and start to show him where the cable box is, but he stops me. It turns out, inside of one of the storage cages in the basement is a giant wad of coax cables, splitters, connectors, and it's all labeled. He unplugs one cable, plugs in a new, different cable, and we're good to go. I have never felt a combination of rage and happiness quite like I did that day, and I hope I never do it again. I went 19 days without internet because a different technician didn't know, wasn't informed, or whatever about a quirk in their system. I was told it was birds, and battled through red tape, bureaucracy, and general incompetence to find out the birds weren't even the problem at all. Well, isn't that just silly? So we have the internet now, but because of all of this, we've fallen a little behind. We're getting back on track though, and soon we'll start our first batch of Sonic videos. The birds are still out in the box, by the way. Kinda consider them pets now. Nothing like claiming ownership over a wild animal to exert your dominance, right? But the battle is over. I'm not gonna say we won, but it's over. Also, for anyone wondering, we finally got to finish Zootopia and found out who Mr. Biggs is, and you know what? There isn't a single goddamn bird in that whole movie. Thank you all for watching this video of me venting my frustration. We'll be back soon with Sonic 1. Have a good one.